22nd century. Scavenged some old robot parts to rebuild the animatronics. Remade all the replicas from scratch. Cleaned all the blood off the Scar Collector weapons. Good stuff.
There would have been a huge discourse in the conservation community over whether or not you should clean the blood off of the Scar weapons.
Assuming that, you know, such a thing exists.
Heck yeah, I am. It was a real sight to behold before they shut it down. Animatronic exhibits portraying our great history, true relics of our struggle to survive, displayed for all to see. Authentic handmade replicas of lost treasures. Just some real A-plus quality work, if I do say so myself.
You do say so yourself.
Officially, because of the Dorsey raid. But I think they didn't like the questions I was asking about the Patriarch's history while I was renovating the exhibits. I mean, why else would they tell me they'll be hiring a new curator? What's that got to do with the raid? I don't even know. I sent Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's private secretary, a list of questions about the Dorsey family and the routing of the Plains gangs. Just trying to clear up a few weird discrepancies, you know? Well, he doesn't get back to me, and then the raid happens, and I'm out on my ass with no explanation. That's weird, right?
I wish we could ask it. What sort of discrepancies? Oh?
Yeah.
Deeply
The
curious
marshals
about
have the
these.
front boarded up, but there's a side entrance you might be able to open. It's never guarded, but they keep it locked. You didn't hear that from me. That's rad! Heck yes! Thank you! You won't regret this. You're over at the old airbase, right? I've read all about that place. I'll see you back at your HQ.
There is a second person we can hire in her place, but we have to basically murder everybody at the bazaar, and that's horrible.
No.
When the
I love the
world
Bazaar. They're great.
expired, we were forged in the fire. A shield made of muscle and grit. Protecting the needy and fighting the
So here's what's
greedy.
funny.
We fought because we gave a shit.
Everyone who was a
And we
ranger in
keep
Arizona
on fighting.
sings along with this character.
Yeah, I know. We've
Oh,
done that.
there's
Oh, we
wrongs
did
to
that with all
be
three of them? That's
righted.
awesome.
Not all three of them, but we did it with Jody.
And our victories
Yeah, Jody, Pizzepi, and
year
Scotchbo.
by year.
Ixnay on the arsenal.
Cause despite all the dangers,
I mean, they threw my brother.
the old desert rangers.
Shut up.
Well,
Yeah, it's not a good design.
knows
It's a catchy
the
Also,
dangers
this woman looks like her name's
persevere.
Karen. I'm just gonna say it.
It started
Her name
in
is
Vegas
definitely
when
Karen.
Brago did Vegas to save him from killer machines.
Did you just give
The
me a
trail led us.
Stop
hickey?
Dorsey's at Palace Gates! Patriarch alive and safe!
Ew, Troy. Those old people are looking at us.
Brandy's great.
It's okay, Brandy. I got this. Get lost, you perv douchebags. Before I... Wait a minute. You're old, right? Can you get us some beers? Stupid Mary Milkteeth won't sell us any. Too young, she says.
God, they're fucking so stupid funny sometimes. I can't.
Fuck it.
Holy shit. Can you be any more lame?
Just, ew.
Lame.
He give them some Boris Light. He whines about it, but she prefers it, so it works out.
Oh, we can do that? Oh.
Yeah? Yeah, I'll
have
show you.
the-
I don't know if we have the option,
Why?
but I'll tell you who sells it.
Cool. Maybe we'll give them some Boar's Light when we come back.
Because you got barter, so you have to buy it.
Lurked in the
Yeah.
shadows and guided our worst foes.
Just wish they'd rebuild my house.
It's Mary Milkteeth.
Who's led away to LACA.
You want to get in on this?
Oh, sorry, I was going to where the Boar's Light is.
Their brains stolen for use in an army of
Did you
synth
just give me a
Colorado Patriot
hickey?
here, hot off the press.
You just give me a hickey. I'm here.
Mom? Oh, sorry. Never mind.
So here's something you probably haven't noticed because you start most conversations. But if I join halfway through, it voice plays the last line.
I have noticed it, boyfriend, because you always set your TV to set it through the TV speakers, which means that I hear the voice lines playing.
Oh, got you.
You hear me.
I love that about this game. It's the one thing that I wish
Yeah.
Divinity did.
Yeah, I agree.
What? Why? What do you want? I don't know. We were heading to Colorado Springs with a lot of other folks when we got separated. I hurried here as quick as I could after, but I ain't found her anywhere. I keep hoping. There was this smiling lady. She said she had some food, and I could take some back to my mom if I came with her. And next thing I know, she was gonna sell me. She put me in a cage. One of her men took me out of the cage to... I kicked him as hard as I could and ran. They didn't find me in the dark. And then I saw some refugees and tagged along. Stayed with them till I got here. No, please, I just need you to go away. Please. Bye.
Do you have to talk to this guy at all, or is this like a whole later problem?
What do you think
Which
they
guy?
do with the bodies?
The guy in this garage.
They got a mass grave.
That is a whole later problem.
I don't know, man. I swear the last
Nectarfish.
tasted funky.
Well, I don't even
Okay,
want to
so-
think about that.
I think we should pull some marshals from Broadmoor, put them here in downtown. If an enemy gets all the way to
99
Broadmoor,
bottles of
we
booze
got
on
big
the wall.
problems.
99 bottles of
Would
booze.
make the precious 100 families feel all warm and snug.
Yeah, they'd never let that happen.
I like you already, Rangers. I asked for a favor, and you came through for me. Not only that, but you sent me Isaac Reed and his trader friends, all cuffed up and looking pretty. Seems to me that if somebody commits a crime in Colorado Springs, they should face Colorado Springs justice. I'm glad we see eye to eye on that. Some of my marshals weren't so sure about you. Damn right. It's in all our interests to keep this city safe. Now, before I forget, let me introduce you to Hope Emerson. She heard all about you coming to town and she wants to join up. Ain't that right, Hope?
Pleasure's mine, Rangers. Ran the lockup in a little town called Amity on Colorado's eastern border. Figured I could do the same thing for you at your HQ, assuming you'll be arresting people now and then.
Amity got flattened by the scar collectors a while back, so Hope came west. Been trying to get her to join the marshals ever since, but she keeps turning me down flat. We have some differences when it comes to crime and punishment. But that aside, she's smart, honorable, and she'd be an asset to your organization.
Do we want to talk to her ourselves? We're hiring her regardless, right?
We're definitely hiring Hope. She's great. She's amazing.
Yeah.
I think she's the only person who can run the brig, but I remember we interview her. She is, like, the best person for the job.
No problem. I'll be here.
So, back to business. Did you find out how the Darcys got into town? Figures. That rat slinked into town about 5 years back, and the Patriarch, God love him, offered him a place to set up shop. Been nothing but trouble ever since, so him making a deal with the Darcys doesn't surprise me in the least. In fact, I had a hunch he might be involved, so I sent my best man over to his nightclub, the Little Vegas, to search for a connection. Haven't heard back from him, though, and I'm a little worried. Say, what if I asked you Rangers to go to Little Vegas and check up on him? And if you happen to find proof that Brygo helped the Darcys while you're there, well, feel free to cuff the bastard and haul him in. Take down Brygo for me, and I'll make sure your HQ gets the best equipped armory this side of the Rockies. Guns, ammo, armor, the whole shebang. The marshal I sent to the Little Vegas is named Delgado. Family man and the best inspector I've got. Keep him safe, and I'll owe you another favor. Always a pleasure, Rangers.
Hey, you ever hear those stories about, what are they called? Donuts? Fried dough, covered in sugar.
And sprinkles, man. Don't forget sprinkles. Of course I heard them.
Too bad they're just myths, though. No way someone could have made that, even before the deluge of fire.
Oh, I believe, man. I believe.
Ah, there's my boys.
I love them. They're so funny and stupid. I love it. So I was searching because I'm curious. Oh, I'm gonna listen to this conversation first.
Thanks for talking to me, Rangers. And I'm grateful to Daisy for the introduction. I hope I can be of some use to you. Are you looking for someone to run your brig? Certainly. What do you want to know? No. And the people who do are usually sickos who get off on bossing around convicts and making them squirm, right? Well, that's not me. I promise you. I became a jailer after getting locked up myself when I was a kid and seeing the job done wrong. We expect the law to be fair, from arrest to trial to sentence, but too many people forget that incarceration is part of the process.
I kind of regret setting the kids over
here. A big part, and often the least fair.
Yeah.
People in jail are there to learn from their mistakes. In a bad jail, all they learn is to mistrust the law and fear their fellow man. I want to make your jail a good jail, where everyone is treated fairly, regardless of their crime, and everyone has a chance to improve themselves. It's not there anymore. Scar collectors rolled through and took everybody they could catch for slaves. Then they burned the place to the ground. I led a caravan of survivors to Colorado Springs, and I've been here ever since. I respect Daisy's determination to keep Colorado Springs safe, but I don't agree with her methods. They're too savage. Take the pillories, for example. The marshals shackle prisoners into them for the smallest of crimes and leave them exposed to the cold for hours. They lose fingers, noses, and ears to frostbite. if they survive at all. What does that accomplish? Other than cripple them and mark them as criminals for life. After that, how can they become good citizens? How are they to believe that the law is fair? It turns my stomach. Daisy tells me you've been tireless fighters for justice in Arizona, settling disputes, breaking up gangs and militias, putting down a plague of robots, and that you're here in Colorado for the most noble of reasons, to save your people back home after a terrible disaster. I hope she wasn't blowing smoke, because she made you sound just like the sort of heroes I want to work for. Great. So what do you think? Can I join you? Thank you. I'll be there as soon as I make my goodbyes here. Looking forward to working with you.
All right. Yeah. Lucia has all of the barter. I think I'm gonna put barter on her and take it off of Coyote. There's no point having.
Yeah. Well, if Coyote only has 1 point, it's not a huge loss, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hear anything from your sis?
No.
What does Quan have?
Under a smashed market stall. She didn't get.
Quan has
Like stuff that we're using, I guess. I know he's got automatic weapons.
4 kiss ass, 3 sneaky shit, 1 first aid.
So the only thing he's really using is kiss ass, right? And
Yeah.
Coyote has 3 kiss ass.
Yep.
So Quan is just fucking useless.
Yep.
Cool. That means when we replace him with Jody, we're not really losing anything. You know what I mean?
Correct. Correct.
I'm all about that. 'Cause I think Jody will come join us now.
Yeah.
I think. It might be after the Brygo thing, but I think it's now. I don't know if you want Jody or if you want Lucia.
I don't remember what Jody can do.
Jody starts as a sniper, healer,
This
and
is a better
repair.
justice than you deserve.
But we can change it to whatever, right? Like we can respec now, which is cool.
Yeah.
She is good as a healer. I remember that because she has an extra slot. Like they all have a innate special ability, and her special ability she gets an extra slot. So she can carry more shit with her. So having her either be a healer or the person who just like throws like an engineer type stuff, throws turrets down and things like that, she's good for either one of those shoes just because of her innate ability.
Okay.
But she doesn't have to use a sniper or anything like that. I know you don't like the shopping as much.
Yeah, I was just thinking about handing.
So having Lucia with barter and the weaponsmithing is also something I tend to do more of.
Yeah.
But I also know I don't think you ever used the sniper last time, so I don't know how you feel about that.
I mean, I'd be cool with using the sniper. I've never
Yeah.
tried it.
Hello,
What is this
Rangers?
chest on the ground?
This is Gideon Reyes. I'm addressing you from Broadmoor Heights. The Patriarch has made it known that you are in need of logistical support. I can happily make a few calls, speak to a few people. In exchange, I'd like to ask that you hear me out on a proposition. It's not a thing I really do, this ransoming of aid. But these are unusual circumstances, and Colorado Springs' future hangs in the metaphorical balance. I wouldn't be asking for such an exchange if I wasn't desperate. I'll be at the church in Broadmoor Heights, and I'll tell the marshals to let you through. Come find me here.
Sure, talk to you. I don't know what this box is, but this is
I'm about to look it up.
suspicious.
Badly typed note. Paper stuff envelope. Everybody strikes through in all cap words. And then handmade knight costume. Handmade wizard costume.
That must be, yeah, must be some DLC shit. Now I'm curious about those outfits.
I heard Little Fox.
I know. Where did it go?
No, I heard a
Might
Little
have
Fox,
run
but I
away.
cannot see a Little Fox. Leave that chicken alone.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new.
Welcome aboard. Where are you from?
Oh, around.
Yeah, me too. We all are here.
I just walked by and Austin's like, "Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new." This guy's like, "Oh yeah, cool. Where are you from?" He's like, "Around." He's like, "Okay, yeah, we all are." And that's the other guy. Austin's just being awkward.
Been to the bazaar yet? Here they got everything money can buy.
Yeah, Jody's still sitting down. She's here.
There we go.
Still not feeling great after everything at the lake. Hope you don't mind if I take a little more
fine.
time. Later.
We got you a doctor.
Still not feeling great after everything. Still healing up, but later.
Might be after Brygo then.
I'm in conversation with Sergeant Greensky. Sergey, that's his name.
Sergey Greensky. I'm slowly making my way there. Nope, that's the computer.
Glad to see you back, Rangers.
I understand it's
Cleaned up
easy
the
to
worst of
confuse
the
the
mess
two.
in your absence. Now, what can I help you with?
I mean, you called me over here.
Diligent Joe came by with the supplies you asked for. Should help us get on our feet.
Cool, free armor.
Well, I've got friends in the Marshals, the Patriarch's Palace Guard, and some local militias. They've always got more folks wanting to sign up than they have positions for. So I asked my pals to send over everybody on their waiting lists. Now, some of these folks may be, less than top grade for sure. But most will be solid recruits, ready and willing to learn. You'll have to pick and choose. Sure thing. Let's have a look.
Can you send me one of the characters?
Trying. There.
There you go. Anything else? Happy to tell you what you need to know.
Sir, I
I have heard stories about you all my life. It is a tremendous honor to meet you in the flesh.
Oh, thank you, Miss Wesson. And I apologize in advance for not living up to the stories. Some of them might have stretched in the telling. Now, what do you all want to know?
Way of saying that. That's funny. I think the spread rumors is a leftover from the original idea, which is a shame because it was such a good idea. But
well, came here with my folks when I was a kid, and was a young man when Saul was trying to unite the families and make Colorado a state. I got behind him right away. He had leader written all over him, even back then. I've served at his side ever since, fighting against the monster army, consolidating power here in town, helping him expand our borders.
What Mr. Greatsky means is that he played a key role in many of the Patriarch's greatest victories. And he had no small part in making Colorado what it is today.
You're too kind, Darius. Well, the fighting's never really ended. Trying to hold it all together is a constant struggle. This business with his children is just the latest in a long line of troubles. I do indeed. Some folks can't get past his brusque ways, but that's just the impatience of a man who knows what's right, dealing with fools who don't. He cares too deeply about the well-being of the people of Colorado to let political courtesy slow him down. Of course, you'll hear a lot of folk condemning him for hurting this group or that group with his decisions, but the way I see it, they should be glad it wasn't them who had to make the choice.
Bootlicker.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's probably better to be the guy choosing who gets hurt than being the guy who gets hurt. Just saying.
Happy to. What's on your mind?
Alright. Can I? Do I respec through
Sure
him?
thing. Let's have a look.
Or do I do it through the computer?
I think we can do it from here. Yeah, when you click on a character, you have retrain as an option.
This removes all of the attributes, skills, and perk. I mean, yeah, I guess.
For $200. I mean, that's cheap. I do think the price goes up every time we do it, but I don't expect we'll do it very often, so.
Yeah. You wanna ready up?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were respecing.
I have to.
Anything else?
Got
just
it.
unlevel.
Got it.
And then, yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was a whole process.
Nope.
I'll be here.
It's the whole process now, but I don't need you here for it.
Nope.
Alright.
I'm gonna read you the badly typed note while you're doing that, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Rangers, we found this box of evil, capital evil, in the ruins of Denver Convention Center. It was labeled Dimension 2 Custom Contest 81. We don't know what any of that means, but these are clearly the vestments of some evil cult, and we hope that, as the upholders voted as good and true in Colorado, you investigate their origin and wipe their owners from the earth. May the Lord bless you, the McCoskies, George and Pat.
Nice.
We have some nice pieces of armor here. We got the Red Tech, which is our highest armor that we have. So that'll either be Coyote or Storm. I'll let you decide whether Coyote wants it. I also have Merc leggings and armor, which seems to be medium defense.
Okay, what's the perk I wanted? Quick reflexes. Okay. Alright, I am ready.
Do you have all the armor that you want to wear?
Oh, I forgot about the armor.
Hello, Rangers.
This is the Rangers. Who is this?
Well, that's fine for now, but what happens if they get more recruits?
Don't worry about it. They've taken care of us so far, haven't they?
Yeah, but when push comes to shove...
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, I got everything I want.
Brandon just got home and he wants to know if you want to play with him or not.
Kinda, yeah, I do.
Alright.
Alright, let me do a save.
We're cool. Plenty of space for you, plenty of space for
I'll
us.
let him know.
Everything's cool.
Okay. Alright,